Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to In the Ring with the Heckler. I am David DK Kim. They call me the Heckler. This week I decided to start week 1 of a 4-week preview of the upcoming NFL season. I'm going to start with the NFC East. We're going to go start with the East and go all the way out west. Why? Well, because I'm a Niner fan. I want to do them last. That's why. There you go. Alright, so the NFC East standings. I feel like we're going to go from the bottom up here. 4th place in the NFC East, we got the Washington Redskins. They're going to have a 7-9 record. Division, they're going to be 3-3. Oh, sorry, 1-5. They're going to be 1-5 in the division. I got ahead of myself there. And so they're going to do most of their winning outside of the division. But the division record, it ultimately is what dooms them for the hunt for the playoffs. Finishing above them in 3rd place. Tied with the same record, 7-9, but they finished 3-3 in the division. Winning 4 in a row down the stretch after a bad start. It's not going to be enough this year, as they don't get to that 9-7 mark as they have in their kind of 2 playoff appearances where they started off bad and they made a big run to the end. The top 2 teams in the NFC East, second place with a record of 10-6, 3-3 in the division. It's going to be the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to compensate out of the division for their only 3 wins in the NFC East. But they're going to finish second. They're going to have 10-6 record. They're going to be fighting for a wild card spot, maybe that second wild card spot, because who knows how competitive the NFC West is going to be. I'll get to that a couple weeks from now. Winning the division just by 1 game, the Philadelphia Eagles, I think they're going to finish 11-5. But they're going to dominate in the division. They're going to finish 5-1 in the division. They're going to handle the business in the division, as the out-of-division competition is going to be kind of tough, but they're going to handle it inside the division. We're going to go over some individual awards in the division here. The player of the division, I think, not to be confused with the offensive player of the division, but just the most valuable player of the division, is going to be Tony Romo of the Cowboys. I know I said the Cowboys are going to finish second, but to get those 10 wins, Romo is going to have to do what he does, because defense really didn't improve that much, and they lost on DeMarcus Ware. So they even got worse, in my opinion. So MVP of the division is going to be Tony Romo. The coach of the division is going to be Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly is going to get the nod in my book because he's going to have the Eagles finishing 11-5 with a 5-1 record in division. That's enough said, I think. Let's see what else. Newcomer of the division. The newcomer of the division is going to be Darren Sproles, also of the Eagles. The Saints are going to miss what Sproles brought to them in that dual threat running, passing capability out of the backfield. The Eagles are going to welcome that in their Chip Kelly kind of, I don't know, you wouldn't really call it a run and shoot. That's kind of a disservice to Chip Kelly's offense. We'll just call it the speed motion offense that they have. And, he's going to make Foles into that next dimension of a quarterback. So Darren Sproles, newcomer of the division. Defensive player of the division is going to be Jason Pierre-Paul. I think he's going to double up his sack total from last year. I think he had 5. I think he's going to be more on the 10-12 range this year. He's going to anchor that Giants defense. The defense isn't going to be the reason the Giants don't make the playoffs. The offense, I think, is going to be what sputters around. Eli, I think the last year's trend of throwing a lot of picks, it's not going to be an anomaly. I think he's going to throw more picks this year, turn the ball more over, and more fumbles. So, the offense is going to hurt the Giants more than the defense. The offensive player in the division, like I said, not to be confused with the player of the division, Deshaun Jackson. He changed team but stayed within division. He went from the Eagles to the Redskins. It's going to help the Redskins offense. It's going to help the development of RG3. They're about 1 or 2 years away, in my opinion. It's got to improve that offense a little bit more, maybe another solid running back, another tight end they can use on the other side. A little more protection for RG3, but Deshaun Jackson is going to be, I think, by the end of the year, a dual threat in the passing game, in the offense, passing game, running game, that offensive threat. But the second threat he's going to have is in the return game. I don't think they're going to start him in the return game, but eventually, by the end of the year, he's going to be the primary punt return guy because he definitely is the best guy for the job. Now, that's it for the NFC East. We're going to move on to the AFC East in just a second.